History is partial to men. History has always sided with men. Nobody has told the story of women, of wives, of mothers, of daughters, who led their husbands on to do better things, greater things. Women are catalysts. They can churn families. They can churn heroes. They can bring out scholars from their homes. Confidence is nothing that comes from a sanitary towel. No. You know, these advertisements, they make you feel so silly and foolish. Confidence comes from within you. That well-being in you, that spring in you which says, come on, you are on a springboard. Come on, take the plunge. This whole concept of beauty, its commercialization, is sad. Is to be overlooked. Do you think you are not beautiful? One girl here who thinks she is not beautiful, raise her hand. Nobody? Nobody thinks she is not beautiful? Well, I congratulate you. You are a group of beauties. Mother Teresa never went to a beauty parlor, did she? Many of your mothers, and my mother definitely in her younger days, never went to a beauty parlor. Your aunts, your grandmothers. But when you think of the most beautiful women in your life, Aishwarya Rai, does she come to your mind? No. Who comes to your mind? Your mother, your best friend, your some neighbor auntie who gave tuition to you, your auntie, your atta, and maybe later, if she loves you, your mother-in-law. Yeah, definitely. I had a very beautiful mother-in-law. She's no more. I learned so much from her. And I love the way she brought up my husband. The greatest gift to me from mankind is my husband. And that man was brought up by a woman, V.I.H.E. Menon. A wonderful woman who made him so loving, so caring. Sometimes I think he has more female qualities than male. Takes greater care of me than I take care of him. He knows I have to rush. He knows that I have to shout. He knows I have to get my work done. He knows this is crisis time for me and I cannot be with the family. And he respects that. This whole thing about qualities being male and female is wrong. A woman can always be like a man. A man should try to be like a woman. And he may not succeed. Which book in the world will tell you how to make a cup of tea? Which book in the world will tell you how to boil a cup of rice to perfection? How to make gol chapatis? How to make a pulka? Telugulo antaru pongali ela pulkani pongichale. It's impossible. It comes with hard practice. Who does monotonous work? Who grinds chutney day after day, day after day? Then take it out from the mixie, then clean the mixie, then put back the mixie, again take it out, again put masala, again grind, again put, again do. To feed a family of unthinking, unloving characters. అమ్మ ఇవాళ ఉప్పు ఎక్కువ ఉంది, నూనె ఎక్కువ వేసావు, నీకు చెప్పినా నాకు ఇది వద్దు అది వద్దు, ఎందుకు చేసావు అది చేసావు ఇది చేసావు. వాట్ ఆర్ యూ డూయింగ్? యూర్ బిజీ. ఏంటి? ఫేస్బుక్, లేదంటే సెల్ ఫోన్ వాట్సాప్, లేదంటే ఫేస్ ప్యాక్, లేదంటే ఇంకా వేరేది How many times you have ventured to be a true woman? Try. It's a wonderful feel. I'm 56, I'm a Director General of Police, I still cook. When I'm busy, I don't cook. But when I'm not busy, I cook. I cook all the complete 3 meals of my family. I have help who help me with the rice, chapatis, packing, salad, perugu. But I cook. When I can't cook, I tell my mother, can you make this? Can you make curry with palak? Can you make rajma? Can you make chana? Today I have to go, I'm in a rush. She says, okay. So she makes it. She's 81. She sits on a stool and she still cooks. You are never too small or too big to do anything. It's foolish to know driving and not to know motor mechanics. There are many girl drivers, but if you tell them you have a flat tire, can you help me? If I call 100, will they come and change my tire? My God, it's terrible. You must be, those people who are in charge totally, not partially in charge. Don't compare yourselves to women who have resources. Look at women who have no resources and who have succeeded. Whoever thought that the son of a fisherman would become this country's president? Sri Abdul Kalam. Whoever thought? How many of you watched Kalam sir's funeral on television? Raise your hands. Did you see all those dhoti-clad people there? The poor who came. Ultimately, he was laid to rest by his own people, the fishermen of his community. How beautiful it felt. There was no artificiality. They were simple people who were grieving that their elder had died. What a glorious death. How glorious it is to die like that, to be teaching young children and then to just collapse and die. That's how we died. Women not only teach young children, they give birth to young children. There is this whole story as to who will take care of things at home when we women go out to work. You will take care. You will make sure people around you contribute to take care. This joint family system, how beautiful it was. There was an old aunt, there was a young aunt, there was some bhabhi, there was some cousin sister who was willing to help. And today we have become single families. Who is there to help? Just nobody. You have to look for a nursery to put your child in. You have to look far and wide for a babysitter if you can afford it. You have to take an old parent and put them in home for the aged. How sad it is. One mother can take care of 10 children, but 10 children cannot take care of one mother. How worrisome it is. How children go away to England, America. I'm going here, I'm going there, I'm going to work, so many dollars. My son, he is so-and-so in Infosys. Arey, what is the damn use? You are here a beggar waiting for news from your child, waiting for a photograph today on WhatsApp, waiting for a birthday greeting. But your son, you're proud of him because your son has forward linkages. That person who has backward and forward linkages is a totally great person. As we age, as years go by, we will have to start worrying about the feminization of the elderly in India. Women don't die before men. Women live longer than men. And we are going to have long living, large number of widows. Who is going to take care of these widows? I know of families who take their old parent mothers and say, Chalo, we'll show you Kashi, we'll show you Tirupati, we'll take you to some other Vemulwada, and go and leave their mothers and come. Do you know such stories? And those ladies, some of them suffering with Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, are not even able to tell the addresses of their sons, not able to give the phone numbers, and then they die as street beggars, waiting outside institutions like this for some food, sleeping under trees till disease and cold claims them. So is that what you're going to do to your mother? You're going to throw her out. You are no more of use to me. You're useless. Come, I'll take you on a pilgrimage and leave her on a train compartment, on a railway platform. This is a problem we will have to contend with. So the son doesn't have a wife. The wife doesn't have a mother-in-law. She has no duty towards her mother-in-law. She has no duty. Your daughter doesn't have a duty towards her mother. We have complaints from daughters saying, I have not been able to speak to my mother for last 3 weeks. They said she was not well. I came and there's no mother. And then they tell me that the mother was lost at Vemulwada. So then she said, I've been searching. I went round and round the temple, took pictures of my mother. But I couldn't find my mother. Please find her for me. Such sons and daughter-in-laws have to be jailed. A society which has no place for its children and no place for its elders has to be wiped out. We will all be old. You will all be old. We were all young. And we never thought we would be old. The conveyor belt of life takes you so fast and so surely that one day you will be on the brink of existence. You will walk into the twilight of the evening. You will not be seen again as a human, but you will become a memory. That is a fact that we all should remember. Women build relationships. Women nurture relationships. Women remind men that they are not humane, that they are cruel, that they have promises to keep. Women wipe tears of other women. Especially strong women wipe tears of other women. They don't wait for time to dry these tears. Learn to be a good friend. Learn to be a good daughter. Learn to be a good sister. You will enjoy life more than what you are doing today. I will read to you one or two poems. One important message I have for you is that women have to take care of flora and fauna. The way our forests are shrinking, the way they are being cut, the manner in which they are being set on fire, the manner in which the trade in our endangered species is, wiping them out is very, very sad. I adopted a lake in Aminpur village in Patencheru Mandal last year. And that lake has 205 species of birds. Birds come there from various countries which I don't even know of. And they come, they stay there, they are migratory birds. They raise, they give air, they hatch their children, babies there. They teach them to fly, they make them strong, and they take them away. I adopted that lake, my organization adopted it. And I used to take my boys there, 150, 200 boys, to go and clean the lake of plastics, of fishermen's nets which had been thrown into the lake, which trap these birds. And slowly now, just last week, the government has declared the lake as a biodiversity heritage site. I made conservationists out of my policemen. My policemen go with sacks once every week, clean the borders of the lake of whiskey bottles. They don't even come and drink there. People come in the night, drink, and they break their bottles and go. So we don't have to pick up one bottle, we have to pick up 1,000 small little bottles. Flora and fauna is very, very important. Women have to plant trees. You have to plant trees, you have to nurture trees. You have to make sure that the world is green. This ecological disaster called global warming is a result of man's greediness. Women have to halt it. If you say the world is your home, then you have to prove it is your home. Women have to be tolerant. Last night I was watching television and I saw on TV that in Kent, England, many of you are feeling sleepy. Should I stop? Because I see these big, big yawns and I think, oh my God, these children are getting bored. In Kent, England, a group of young school students went and broke into the Gurudwara and completely destroyed the holy scripture and all the artifacts kept there. You know, toleration for other religions, toleration for other ways of life. Isn't it possible? Can we not bring it? Can we be silent so quickly? It is our duty to be tolerant. These terrorists are born to somebody, there's some mother there. I think she failed in her duty. She honestly thinks she failed in her duty. She told her son, go out, kill, bomb, attack. The killing of, this one of the Sabri brothers. You know about that in Karachi? Yes or no, you've read about it? One of Pakistan's ace Qawwali singer, I forget his name right now, belonging to the Sabri family, who's known for Sufi singing, Qawwali singing for generations, was gunned down by two men on a motorcycle with a gun. Was gunned down, and just because they said that Sufi singing is not part of Islam. Toleration is the first thing. He was only 45. Great voice, absolutely great voice, great music, great Sufi. Sufism is nothing but a syncretization, a synthesis of many religions. It is nothing but the soul searching for God. So you killed a man who sings praises of the God? So what do? You in turn are killing God. This is my poem, Beautiful My Darling. Beautiful you are, my darling, as you struggle to balance yourself on the crutches, as you stretch your hand to the nurse to put in the IV line on the third round of chemotherapy. Beautiful, my darling, you look as you rush out of the door, late, toast in hand, toast, bread in hand, as you pass out today, the most beautiful of your colleagues. Beautiful, my darling, you are, as you fall off the cycle, chased by the neighbor's Alsatian, in the borrowed, oversized woolens on our trip to the mountains, when you suggested we celebrate your birthday at the home for the aged. Beautiful, my darling, you are, very beautiful, as you change ice packs on my forehead, even as your own hurts, when you let me laze as you wash and dry clothes at the beach. Beautiful, my darling, you are, as you practice to sing to blind children, as you join the demonstration demanding fair play, as you turn away in anguish at the obscenity on television. Beautiful, my darling, you are, as you counsel friends reveling in alcohol, stupefied by drugs. The mirror can never be fair. The mirror can never be fair to the fairest of us all. Eyes of those you behold will always be fair, even if tightly closed. Even if your loved ones are dead, you will be the most beautiful person for them, is what I'm trying to say. Did you understand that? The mirror can never be fair to the fairest of us all. Eyes of those you behold will always be fair, even if tightly closed. The color of your skin, the bounce in your hair, the updated dress, shoes, bag, the sweep of your eyelashes under aesthetic brows, the hint of makeup, the waist, the neck, the hips, they sway, icing. An elaborate icing could never hide a rotten cake. Beautiful, my darling, you are. The lipstick, gels, compact, lotion, perfumes, lenses, dyes only make a rose resemble a lily. There's another poem, Evergreen. It's about this great loss of nature from our lives. Evergreen. The aroma of bread baking from an earthen oven. Earthen oven, what we say in Telugu, poi, Punjabi tandoor. Of brother tugging at mother's pallo. Plucking guavas from the neighbor's trees. Of cows mooing at the setting sun. Of baths with brown naked friends on the village pond. The green parrots, the green sprouts, the green shoots, the green weeds, the green paddy, the golden harvest. The green mango leaf garland with the yellow marigold. The green plantain stalks tied to the gate. A new coat of cow dung for the old house. My departure for the city. In my mind it is green, still green. My home with my kite caught in the green. I saw snakes, black snakes. Father told me of green ones. Today, I snake my way home through years of traffic. In my grey, I long for the evergreen. Charcoal is the story of a woman burnt to death by her husband and in-laws. Dowry, a victim of dowry death. Charcoal. Charcoal, you understand, buggu. Burn the hay, stubs and stalks, remains of years pushed by. Await the rains to renew, pollinate a harvest of happiness. You know jhum cultivation? Jhum cultivation is, you set fire to the standing used up crop or the remains of the crop. Then you wait, then that fire burns up everything. Then when the rains come, you start your plantation again. So I took the simile from that and brought it to this. Burn the hay, stubs and stalks, remains of years pushed by. Await the rains to renew, pollinate a harvest of happiness. I too have to burn to rejuvenate. Skin, hair and spirit you hate. Your demands and my failure to perform all need to burn to perfection. Charcoal on a white hospital bed, who will keep the flies away? The maggots of dowry that poach my veins should burn till no more. I burn with a mugful of kerosene kept aside every time you doused me, charged with sparks when you hit me. Me, not the stalks and stubs burn, a whole landscape ablaze. It will rain, perhaps pour, but no flowers will pollinate. My sister will be sent to be your bride. You understood what it says? Didn't understand? Many families, when the older one is murdered or killed or commits suicide, the parents send the younger daughter to the same man because they want somebody to take care of those children. Or they don't have enough money to get this child married. So they send their another daughter to be with this goon. That is the karma of a woman who has no spine, who's not standing on her 2 feet, who cannot fight, cannot ask for her rights. Agree, disagree? Would you like to be that sister? Would you like to be burnt to Boggu? Say yes or no? Right. So children, I leave these poems with you. I request our mutt elders to, if they think it's fine, to distribute them to you. I also leave few books of my poetry with you. 3, I think I brought 3. I'll send you one more. I would like to take questions from you. Seriously. Questions. Maybe if I have failed to address a problem or offer you guidance on any aspect of your life, I'm ready to do so now. I am on Facebook, Tejdeep Kaur Menon, and I am, my address is tejdeepbirds@gmail.com. Birds, B-I-R-D-S, birds, Pakshi. tejdeepbirds@gmail.com. Wherever you wish to write to me, write to me. Send me a friend request. Also put it in the message box so I know who you are. And I wish you well. It's a long journey. You've started well. The very fact that you're here at Ramakrishna Mutt means you're women of steel. And I am sure before I die, I will hear that you're women of gold. Thank you.